Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing the first video in the series of makeup inspired by my antique earrings. So these purple ones are what we're going with today. These were mentioned in the comments of my collection video when I showed you guys all these earrings, and this is the look we're going to be creating today. And girl, the eyes are snatched. So before I ramble on too long, let's go ahead and get into the video. Before we do get too far into the video though, don't forget please to consider hitting that subscribe button. I upload new videos twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, and it is completely free to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, click that like button and click the notification bell so that you will get notified every time I upload a new video. Alright, let's get into this purple look. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did the base and the brows and my eye primer just because, at least in my mind, that's the less creative portion of this series. You know, the color and like blush, lip, eyeshadow, that's more to me the creative part of makeup. And here's the earrings we're focusing on today. Somebody mentioned these in the comments when I was showing my entire collection. I will leave the video of my collection linked in the cards in case you haven't seen that yet. But this is just a simple deep purple clip, and it is one of these that's just like a clip back. It's not a screw back, but fortunately for me, these are not so tight that they give me headaches, and I don't need any of the extra squishy foam or cushion or anything that I showed you in that other video. So yeah, I feel like purple is perfect to start with, not only because I've got a little bit of the cool tone purple hair dye left in my hair, but also I've got a palette that is purple that I want to do something purple monochromatic with. So today we are going to play with the Wine palette from Glamlite. I want to start with this one because I feel like it is not a new release, but it's also not something so old that's come out a year or more ago. This just came out at the tail end of 2021. When I got this, I immediately was like, oh, that's cool packaging, but unless I display it, this plastic container is going to make it very hard to store. So this is one of the palettes that I just have sitting on the floor because I'm pretty much out of storage right now. And that's another part of this series, is me trying to use things I already have. So I hope you guys enjoy. And again, if you have more suggestions on more older palettes you'd like to see, if you're familiar with my collection of eyeshadow palettes or different earrings that you saw in my other video, please let me know in the comments, because I am trying to do this as a new series on my channel this year. So outer plastic component just opens. It's got that inside part that holds the palette itself, just looks like this. So you certainly could just get away with getting rid of this, and just keeping this would be very sleek, slim, easy to store. I like this. I'm not going to put it in a drawer, so maybe it'll end up on a shelf somewhere. Maybe it'll be in my background. I don't know, guys. It's past Christmas. I need to get rid of the Christmas bows and fireplace, cozy vibes. I know it's still winter, but I feel like it's time to change the backdrop. So let me know if you guys have backdrop suggestions. I've been just getting ones on Amazon, but I don't know if I want to go Amazon route again, or if I just want to kind of hunt for some cool fabric to put behind me. So if you have suggestions, let me know. So here is the Wine palette. So this came out as a series of, they had the martini and they had the wine. They had either 3 or 4 different palettes. This is really the only one that spoke to me. I liked the green one, but I have another palette that is almost identical color story wise, so I decided to go for this one. So we are looking for a look that is going to be inspired by these earrings, and these are really nice deep purples, at least visually. I haven't tried it yet, so I thought this would be a great palette to start with from my pile of shame. If you're new here, pile of shame means palettes that I have bought but have not tried at all yet. So we're getting some use out of her today. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this matte Fine Taste, and I'm just going with an M441 from Morphe, and I'm gonna tuck that in the crease on both eyes. I bought this palette as only the second order I've ever placed from Glamlite, and I decided to do it not only because they were having a really good Black Friday sale, I think it was 40% off site-wide, but also because my first order from them was the collab with Michaela, and the quality was so nice in that palette. I say was, still is. I liked that palette so much that I wanted to try more from the brand, and so far this matte shade, obviously I've only tried the one, it's reminding me formula wise exactly like that one, and it really, really makes me happy when I know what I'm getting. Like, I know what to expect. There's consistency in a brand. Blends out beautifully, not patchy whatsoever. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got a nice little purple base down here. I think next, I actually want to go a little bit with this like bluey purple Cabernet Sauvignon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that in my outer third, but I'm going to try to keep it to like in my eye here and then use an even deeper one out here. I think it'll make sense when I do it. This is a Morphe JS6 I'm going in with. There is quite a bit of kick up like fallout in this shade compared to the first one, so I'm just tapping off that excess because I did already do my base and I am not looking for fallout. There's nothing worse than fallout on a perfected base in my opinion. That's really nice. Okay, very pigmented, doesn't take very much shadow at all. Let me know in the comments, have you tried any Glamlite palettes or products for that matter? I bought the highlighter in this particular purchase as well as the ice cream palette, and I haven't tried either of those yet. So they're in my pile of shame right now, but I have tried this one and the Michaela one, and so far they've been lovely. This one I'm having to build a little bit more. I feel like maybe it's a little bit more initially patchy in some areas, but as I'm building it, it's becoming very smooth and even. It just takes a little bit of layering, I think, on the shade, which if any shades, I was gonna expect that on the deeper ones. I'm gonna go back with my first brush, no additional product, and just kind of blend the edges out a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same brush, but I'm gonna go in with Vintage, which is below it, and it is a bit more purple, but also deep. And then what I'm gonna do with that one is I'm gonna try to just have it right here in the very outer corner. I kind of like doing this trick where it's like layers of depth in the corner, like it's not just one deep color in the outside, but you have like a deep shade and then an even deeper one. I'm trying to keep it like monochromatic purple, but a lot of times when I do this, I'll put a colored one like I did as the first one and keep it in closer, and then I'll actually use a black for the outside one to layer it and really give it some depth. And it makes it a little smoky without being straight up like, I don't know, just like straight black sometimes I feel like is a bit too harsh, but getting some color mixed in with the black I think works. And this is looking pretty good, I think. Hopefully you guys can see a difference between when I just had that Cabernet Sauvignon blue shade, blue purple shade, versus when I'm adding this Vintage deeper purple. I think there's a difference when you add that second dimension of depth. And then I'm just going back in with the first brush again to blend, make sure the corners are nice and clean. That looks really nice, I think, you guys. What do you think with the earrings? Going well so far? Like I said, I'm just thinking like kind of purpley monochromatic look, at least for the eyes and cheeks. I might do something a little different with the lips. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Now, question is, do I want to just go in with the shimmers or do I want to put a glitter glue down first? I want it to pop. I'm going to do glitter glue. I think I remember these shimmers being okay enough on their own, but we're just going to let them live their best life and really give them their best chance here to blow us away. So this is just some Ulta Beauty brand glitter primer that I have, so I'm using that up, or trying to, M124, and I'm not gonna go on the whole entire lid, but I'm gonna kind of go for a faux cut crease moment, faux half cut crease moment, and just try to blend the shimmer into those deeper mattes. I love purple eyeshadow, you guys. I think purple eyeshadow is probably, when it comes to colors, my favorite eyeshadow to wear. What about you guys? Like, other than neutrals, what's your favorite color to wear? All right, and I think, let's see, what's gonna go with these earrings? I'm like holding them up. Let me just take it off and put it up to the palette. I think will be the easiest. Yeah, like mattes, it's pretty good with that vintage shade that I put on the outside. So do I want to keep it deeper? Like, I'm really drawn to this Napa shade up here, but I don't know if that's gonna match the earrings necessarily. So maybe I'll keep it all kind of dark and go with this Concord Grape Shimmer, I think. See, this is the thing too about this earring series. Like, if I were just playing with this palette for the first time, I wouldn't necessarily go for the same things as what I'm gonna do now, because I am trying to do something inspired by and matchy-matchy or that goes with these earrings. All right, let's see, Concord Grape. Okay, so we've got a mix of, this is more of a warm purple and that's more of a cool tone purple. So I don't know if I like those together or not. Let's see once I get it all the way on and blended. And if I don't like it, I can always probably layer something else to help it look right. Yeah, I will say even with the glitter glue, I don't know if this shimmer is as impactful or sparkly, I guess I would say, as the Michaela ones. I don't hate the warm tone into the more cool tone though for the look here. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this Napa shade that I did want to go to on my finger and just tap a little in the center just to kind of marry them together. I think that's what we need, because I've got more of like bluey purple and cool tone going up against the like warm toned grape. I think it just needs a little something to help marry the two together. Yeah, I really like that. Can you see the difference? Hopefully it is showing up here. Let me zoom you in. I should have done that to begin with on the eyes here. What do you think? Can you see like right here in the center where I did tap, tap, tap? Yeah, you can see that sparkle there. I really like that. Okay, so, what do I want to do for the lower lash line? Because usually I don't do too much, but I'm kind of feeling the vibes today, if you will. But I still don't want to stray too far from this purple. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll take that same dark vintage purple for the outside here. And I did that with an M508, by the way. And then just because I have the more warm tone in the inner corner, let's go with Pour It Up, this matte. All right, and then I just blended it into everything else. Ooh, we got a smoky purple eye going today, you guys. And just for fun, because we're here, right? This is about playing with our collection. I have from JD Glow Cosmetics something that just came in. It is one of their liners, and it's in the shade Nocturnal, which is this like bluey purpley liner that I think is gonna go really well with this look. So I'm gonna try to line the eye and see if it shows up. I love how fine tipped this bristle is. This is my first time trying liners from this brand. Ooh, sparkly. It's not like super bold because it's already like a dark look, but you can definitely see the liner compared to the eye without. I like it. Again, this is shade Nocturnal and it's duochrome. It's like purple and blue. So I'm gonna repeat that on the other eye and add mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, this liner by JD Glow, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna need every single one they have now. That tip is so precise, and it is a shimmery like metallic finish, but when I turn in the light, oh my goodness, that just adds something to this look. I don't know, that wasn't there before. Like, and I mean, a wing is obviously going to lift, but it just turned this look to the next level in my opinion. So kudos to JD Glow on that one. I had to dip in a lot to the liner just because it's such a fine tip, but I would rather do that than have it look bad and have to mess up and redo it a million times. And it did build and layer on top of itself so well. It didn't like bald. I don't know if that's the right word. Like, you know, some products you go in to try to make it more intense and it just starts like peeling off layers and taking away the stuff underneath it. This did not do that. It's amazing. I ended up putting some of the Colourpop X Raw Beauty Kristi liner in Spare Time in the waterline, the lower lash waterline, just for a little pop of something else. It's just a teeny bit of olive. And then I did add in my inner corner from Beverly Beauty Mermaid Tears, which is a highlighter, but I just needed a little pop of something in there. So yeah, I love this so much, and I'm ready to move on to the blush. Okay, so for the cheeks, we are going in with the Fairy Blush Palette from Likely Makeup. Love this one so much. I mean, really both their blush palettes. I'm not 100% on the new eyeshadow color story they just came out with, but we'll see if it grows on me or not. Here's the front. I love this artwork so much. It's got 4 blushes in here. Which one do you think we're going for? If you guessed Amethyst, the purple, you are right. So you do not need much of this at all. I'm going with my Luxie 504 large angled brush, and I'm really just going tap, 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 and that might be it for what we start with. Especially if you're a beginner with makeup, remember, you can always put on more, but sometimes it's more difficult to take it off or to remove it or blend it out. All right, so we're starting to get that berry color building here. Especially if you're gonna do a colored blush like this, I think it's important that you have like a hint or a kiss of the color, but at least for me, like I don't want a streak of a color on my face. Like I like a yellow or a purple or something blush, but I think you have to do it a certain way so that it meshes and goes with your complexion, isn't just like a colorful stripe on your face, you know what I mean? Okay, so that's about the level I want it. I feel like it's much more apparent and obvious in person than it is on camera. Like I feel like it's not quite as saturated on camera. Could be a camera setting thing, but you know, guys, I've got just like a cheapy starter camera, so I don't have all the bells and whistles. It is what it is. We'll just have to hope in editing I can make it a little more obvious. I did go a little too low, I think, with my blush though, so I am gonna take my Laura Lee sponge here and a little Coty Airspun and just kind of carve out and clean that up a little bit. All right, so while I let that kind of bake and clean up for a minute, I got this from Influencer. This is from Revlon, and they've got a couple new lip products that I need to test out. So I know like I could go with a purple lip. I definitely have purple lips, but I feel like especially like with the eyes and that blue liner, like dual chrome sparkle, I just want to let them be the colorful moment and do a little bit more neutral for the lips. So I've got the Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink in Raining Red. I think I'll save that because I don't like purple and red together. I just don't. And then I've got this Color Stay Matte Light Crayon in Souffle Sans Fin. That looks a little more brown. So I think I'm gonna go for that one. Just because, like I said, I just got these and I need to test them so I can kind of write my review on my experience with them. Very smooth. I could see using this as a lip liner if you needed to, although it is like a twisty. It's not sharpenable, so it wouldn't be this precise later on once you use it. I love a brown lip, you guys. This is so creamy, like very easy to apply. Ooh, we'll see how that wears. Upon first impression, it does kind of seem like there's like a dry down feel to it, like it was very creamy going on. See, and even on camera, that looks red. Like it looks like it has a red undertone. After I just said I don't want red and purple. I don't know, it's a bold look, you guys. It is what it is, but you know, I still feel like the earrings like gave us a moment here. I should probably wipe off my bake now, right? I feel like I just want a little more shimmer, so I think I'm gonna take a highlighter brush here. This is the Morphe JH09. I'm gonna take a little more of that Bitter Lace Beauty Mermaid Tears that I put in the inner corner, and I think I'm gonna top that Likely Makeup blush. Yeah, that just gives me a little more of the glow that I was missing, I think. Kind of curious, I don't want to go overboard. I'm kind of curious though about tapping some of that highlighter on my lips too. I did that in the look where Wes did my voiceover and it looked really good. Should we do it? I wish I could pull you guys, like, All right, well here's the look before in case it looks terrible afterwards. We're gonna try it. Okay, now let's see if we're gonna ruin it or not. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Mermaid Tears on my finger and tap it in the center of this lip. I have like a Milani Hypnotic lip topper, like actual product that's not a highlighter or eyeshadow that would probably do the same thing, but this is what's in front of me. Yeah, I don't know, it just gave me like a little, well, a lot of little like iridescence to the lips. What do you guys think? Are you team pre-iridescence with just the lip matte, or are you team post-iridescence? You like the little bit of shimmery metallic sparkle that added to the look? Let me know that in the comments below. I've started doing that a little bit with lip color, just kind of dabbling in that. So be curious to know your opinion. So this is it, you guys, the final look inspired by these antique earrings. I really had fun playing with makeup in my collection. That's the whole point of this series. I have to recreate this eye look. I love this eye look. I think the eyes are my favorite part of this entire look, really. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at myself the rest of the day because I can't get over how good this combo is. It just, I don't know, it just pops. It really makes me happy. So thank you so much if you made it into the video all the way to the end. You are a real one, and I hope to see you again on the next video. Bye.